People give themselves a pass and force you to give them a pass at your emotional expense. So, oh, lighten up, why can't you take a joke? Well, the thing is, my response already activates another emotional state. So the value of your emotional state is more important. To look at my offended behavior and say that's offensive to you because you wouldn't be offended by that. We don't know that. All we know right now is I'm offended by what your joke is saying to me. Where's your sense of humor? Why can't you take a joke? Well, it may not be a joke to me. It may be something that attacks me. And a classic hazer mentality is to be that way, is to turn it around on the other person as if my emotional response to you is the problem in the situation, not your joke. What's in the harm of this? I didn't mean to offend you. Let me know when or if I offend you. I'm just trying to understand after they express offensive assumptions. All those ideas right there show and illuminate the idea of somebody not wanting to take or participate in what you've expressed to them immediately after they made a joke. They want their joke to be the standard. They want their motion and connection in that moment to mean more than what your emotional response is. One of the biggest things that I've learned in these last 15 months is this. I'm not going to go back to situations that don't allow for deeper, meaningful moments than the possession of what the moment means. All these things that I've just brought up, oh, lighten up, why can't you take a joke, is the biggest one. Trying to control and mold and meld what the moment means, instead of actually allowing for someone else's emotional state right after it to impact it too. The value of that emotional state is not there. So the standard, an example of this is last October being told by one of my coworkers, oh, accept it. That's the old school mentality. That's tradition. That's how they were. So accept it and stay around it. Not creating a space for choice and more things to happen. So the value of my talent and access and skills only is valuable if I stay around things that I don't accept and I don't like and I don't do. Not allowing myself to grow away from that. So these jokes, these things that can be offensive and are offensive, are being invalidated constantly to many a people, to trans, to most people's sexuality, race, religion, whatever you want to call these things. Overall, we come to a point where people want to be the standard of what jokes mean. There's no room for digression from that. So when a person says, oh, lighten up, why can't you take a joke? Or where's your sense of humor? What's the harm in X? Meaning, like, what's the harm in these situations of, like, these jokes that I'm making? What's the harm in that? Well, the funny thing is about that, comedy comes at a price. Just like everything. That's why people make comedy. Comedy isn't just some sort of resource that has no output or input. Everything has output and input. Everything that we do. That's why when I give an emotional response to someone making a joke and get hurt by it, it has an output that you don't like. But so does yours. Jokes do not have no impact. That's an important thing to bring up. So when I was joked about for so many years, now that I stood up to it, it's not valuable. Because the emotion was never valuable to all the people that I was close to. Well, it's valuable to me. I'm going to keep making value of it. So I make value of my present, my past, and my future.